I've often referred to this picture, but if you look at this picture, these are, of course, the alleged top esteemed journalists over here politically working in the United Kingdom now. And these are the ones that really do shape the story and make sure that you, the great British public, the worldwide public, decide whether you like a particular individual or not. All the while, if you chipped away at quite a few of their own personal backgrounds, you would see they're far from stable themselves. In particular, if you look at this particular lady, Pippa Carrera, who's now at The Guardian, right? I mean, she went on and on about the former British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Boris Johnson, but was more than happy to get a picture with Boris when she was on the up, as it were, right? She desperately wanted to rise up in the ranks, suddenly stood alongside him, but then, when he was no longer any use to her, allegedly decided to bring him down, as did many other people, including the likes of ITV's Paul Brandt. But they're nowhere to be seen or heard when stories keep circulating about, of course, the current British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, and these two particular individuals that apparently, well, tried to firebomb his house. And seemingly, well, we're not quite sure whether they had any knowledge or whether they knew Sir Keir Starmer or not. No, they don't bother reporting that. You get the picture. What's interesting now, though, is behind the scenes of Number 10, things are truly falling apart. And this is all down to the fact that they know they're vastly unpopular as a party, maybe even reinstalling the winter fuel allowance, but it's too little too late. The public can't abide Labour. And it's all down to Keir Starmer. Don't mean to be blunt, but it is. It always falls to the leader. People don't want you anymore. And what happens is all of the people around you, you know, the ones that are the MPs, the members of parliament, are now seeing their lucrative jobs that they've worked very hard to get sliding away. They know come the next election, they're out. You know, they're certainly not going to be around. So they're looking towards this woman. That's right, the current British Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner, who she believes apparently has already fallen out, allegedly, with the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, and is looking to suppose herself inside the position that is the British Prime Minister and take over from Sir Keir Starmer. Here's a plan. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you. Thank you so much for your time today. It's all fun and games, you know, when you're at Number 10. Oh, let me tell you. And it's all about power, you know. People basically want power. Angela Rayner has a number of homes. She has a nice ministerial car. She has a lot of money now, you know, and some might say good luck to her. She's openly admitted she's totally uneducated and fought her way to the top. But the thing is, of course, when you fight your way to the top, you've got to stay there. Angela doesn't want to go back to where she came from. It's as simple as that. And her mother, yes, said once, of course, our Angela will be Prime Minister. Well, you know, mums always know best, right? Now, according to a source, Angela has sniffed the wind, as it were, and realises that Keir's going to lose them any chance of returning back into power. And one of her great ideas is to do this. Yes, reinstate the portraits of Winston Churchill. So Keir took them down because he found them offensive, couldn't do with them around, you know. Lied to the President of the United States, of course, saying he was a huge fan of Churchill, meanwhile removing the portraits. Likewise, couldn't bear to look at Margaret Thatcher, a far more successful leader, 3 times British Prime Minister, than Sir Keir Starmer would ever be. Angela's going to reinstate that under the guise of, you know, female power, etc. But on top of that, she believes that her pictures, of course, with His Holiness the Pope, both popes in fact, will reinstate the faith in her as a great female British leader. And she wants to become the very first female Labour Party person to become a British Prime Minister. Thing is, so does Rachel Reeves. And she's also trying to work up the figures. Never easy when you're Rachel, you know, having lied on your CV. So out the two women, and imagine Keir out the way, who's your money on? Or would you rather be, well, with nobody? Either way, Angie's not giving in without a fight. Neil Sean in the very heart of Kensington.